Hello there. I want to welcome you to my first video, and for the past few years I've done weekly exercises where I've just posted what the exercises were, but a lot of you mentioned that it would be nice to have a little video so you could visually see the exercises, and so we're going to give that a new start. This week's workout is 8 exercises using your body weight only, and all you need is a mat and a little bit of time. So as I mentioned, 8 exercises that you want to do for 45 seconds. Take about a 5 to 10 second break if you need it to transition to the next exercise. So you can set a timer on your tablet or smartphone or whatever it is that you're using. Or one app that I use often is the Gymboss app, and you can set up the intervals. So 8 exercises, 8 rounds you would put in 45 seconds with a 5-second transition or a 5-second rest. So that being said, if you don't want to do intervals, you can do as many as you want, or 8 to 10 of all of the exercises, and then move to the next exercise. And you're going to repeat the entire set 3 times. So I'll show you once. We'll go through the exercises, but if you have time, do it at least 2 or 3 times through before you call it quits. So the first exercise is squats. Just using your body weight, standing nice and tall, feet shoulder width apart. Sit your hips back like you're sitting in a chair and stand nice and tall. Bend using your knees and keep your chest lifted. You want to do 45 seconds or 8 to 10 of those. After you've done those, you want to go down into push-ups. We're going to do wide arm push-ups. So you want to bring your hands about shoulder, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, or a little bit wider than your mat. You can be on your knees or up onto your toes, whatever you prefer. What you want to think about is keeping your butts down and bringing your chest as close to the ground as you can and pushing it right up. So chest as close to the ground as you can and pushing it up. Make sure that your elbows come out wide into a 90-degree angle at the bottom and pressing up. After that, you're going to do the good old sit-ups. So feet are bent, shoulders and back lean onto the mat. You want to think about keeping your chin away from your chest. As you come up and reach for your toes, you want to press your lower back into the mat, squeeze your abs and release it down. Exhale, squeeze your abs and lift and drop it down. If you have the range of motion and flexibility, if you want, you can come all the way up and release it down. If you're coming all the way up, make your body like a C shape. You want to come up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then release it in the opposite fashion. After you do sit-ups, you're going to stand back up and do some lunges. So for lunges, you want to think about your body being nice and tall, shoulders down and back, stepping forward, landing on your heel. As you come up, you want to take a big push off of your heel and squeeze through the supporting leg. So big step up, land on the heel, and lift up using the back of the legs. Land on your heel, big push up, and keep repeating that for the 45 seconds. After you do that, you want to do inchworms. So standing at the edge of your mat, you want to walk yourself all the way forward, coming up into a high plank position. So your feet and shoulders are about shoulder width apart. Your feet and your hands are about shoulder width apart. Squeezing your abs, keeping your control through your core. Don't let your back dip down or lift your butts up in the air. You want to keep everything nice and straight. After you do that, you walk back and do the same thing. So start standing, walk yourself out so that you're in a high plank position, walking yourself all the way back. You're going to keep repeating that for the 45 seconds. After you've done that, you want to stay down into your high plank position and do mountain climbs. So for mountain climbs today, we're going to drive your knees in towards your chest. You can make it a more running or walking position, whatever you want. You want to make sure that you're not up in the air with your butt or down low with your back. You want to keep everything nice and stable. Drive your knees in and keep repeating. I'll show you from the side. Same idea, leaning into your arms, drive your knees in, and keep repeating. You can slow it down if you don't like running. All right, after that, you are going to stay on your mat. You want your back to be nice and flat like a tabletop. You're going to extend one arm with your opposite leg. Your back is in a nice neutral position. You're going to lower that down and do the same thing on the other side. So reach one arm with your opposite leg, keeping your shoulders and keeping your hips close as square to the ground as possible and dropping it down. Do it again. You want to extend your arm with your opposite leg, release down. Keep repeating that for the 45 seconds. After you've done that, the last exercise is tricep dips. If you want, you can just use the floor. Make sure that your fingertips face your hips or face your body. Your hands are about shoulder width apart. Bringing your hips off the ground just a few inches. Sit your elbows back, and then press up. So it's a very small motion. Bend your elbows back, big squeeze up. Elbows back, big squeeze up. If you prefer a larger range of motion, you can grab a chair or a coffee table, whatever you have. And from there, what you're going to do is put your hands just outside of your hips. Walk your hips off of the bench or seat. And then from here, you're going to drop your body as close to the ground as you can without overextending through your shoulders. And as you come up, you want to squeeze the back of those arms. So tricep dips, always bring your body down without overextending through your shoulders and push back out, up. If you want to make it harder, you walk your feet out and do the same motion with your upper body. That's this week's workout. I look forward to posting more videos, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.